Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your love reading for February of 2021. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. So please keep in mind that this is a general reading. Yes, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, I could be talking to the cross watcher here. Yes? All right, Aquarius, let's just get into this here and see what we have, what love messages we have for you for this month. Here we go. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for Aquarius at this time. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please bring forward the best messages to serve their highest good and the highest good of all involved. Please bring forward the best messages that you have for Aquarius in terms of love for the month of February of 2021. Thank you so very much, Spirit. All right, Aquarius, let's get into this here. I'm going to give this 5 shuffles. We're going to start with the Romance Angels deck, yeah, and get an overall theme for your month. So, 1. For my Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, February 2021. This is 2. Messages in love for Aquarius. What love messages do we have for Aquarius? This is 3. And or their cross watchers. Yes, this is 4. And this is 5. All right, Aquarius. What love messages do we have for you this month? Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius in love here? What's going on with Aquarius? I'm going to take this one. Okay. So we're dealing with a marriage here. Either it's a marriage that is already, like y'all are already hitched, already set in stone, or this is a potential marriage coming up. We have wedding. We have wedding. We have codependency. We also have trust, make the effort in reverse, and getting to know each other. I kind of already, one of the first things I feel very strongly here, Aquarius, is that somebody wants to get married or somebody has desires for a marriage, but they are coming from a codependent energy. They're coming from a codependent point of view. Or it could be that there is a fear of codependency in terms of wedding or a marriage. At the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, you do have let go of control issues. So I feel like somebody is not making the effort here to like get to know anybody, or maybe to get to know their person, because of a fear of codependency. Aquarius, you could be talking to somebody, you could be kind of involved with somebody, you could be in a relationship with someone that actually does want to get married, but the other person is like, I don't know about that. I'm not trying to get married. I'm not trying to be codependent, this, that, and the third. But also, you could be in a situation where you're dating somebody or you're really involved with someone and the next step is marriage, and there are some codependent issues that need to be worked through in order for this marriage, this wedding to really flourish. Or Aquarius, in order for someone to be willing to tie the knot, bite the bullet, jump off the deep end is what I just heard. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Let's get a little bit of a pre-shuffle energy here. You do have trust also. And I think, okay, because, well, yeah, this definitely does involve marriage. A stability, I'm hearing building a life together. You have the Four of Wands now. Regardless as to what because codependency and wedding, the energies of codependency and wedding are kind of confusing me here a little bit. I'm pretty unclear on it. But regardless of, because I just feel like I'm having trouble nailing down something specific in terms of that, okay? So Aquarius, there's for you, or maybe the cross watcher, or for you and your person, there is a situation here in which wedding and codependencies, the codependent energies and the opportunity of getting married or the topic of getting married are in opposition to each other or are interacting with each other in some way. And I can't quite nail down what it is just yet. It feels like it's a, yes. You have the Five of Pentacles now on the Four of Wands. And so it could be that somebody wants to get married just to feel like they're good enough. Interesting, Aquarius. What I'm getting now is it feels like that someone would rather just get married or have you get married or something, because then that would be some form of validation, either in your mind or in their mind or something like that. Instead of making the effort to actually get to know somebody, or maybe even making the effort to get to know themselves or yourself. There's this, I just feel like there's somebody here is so adamant about getting married for some sort of codependent reason. And the overall energy in terms of that is let go of control issues. Okay? Anything else for Aquarius in this pre-shuffle? Nine of Swords to Death. Death almost came out. It didn't come out, but I saw it. Nine of Swords. There's definitely fear involved in this. Okay. And then there's Strength at the bottom of the deck. So ego is definitely involved here. And actually what I just felt like is somebody really wants to get married so that they can lock you down or lock the other person down. That way they don't have to worry about whether the person will ever leave them. I mean, have you not heard of divorce? I mean, I'm not trying to be a bitch about it, but like, just because you marry somebody doesn't mean that you have them forever. They could divorce you. So that's why it's so important for this message, Aquarius or Crosswatcher, to come through. You've got to let go of codependent control issues. Getting married to someone is not the answer. The answer to this situation would be to let go of control issues, to get to know each other, to get to know yourself. That's kind of what I feel like this is saying here for somebody. Make the effort to get to know yourself. Make the effort to pull yourself out of this Five of Pentacles lack mentality state. Because trying to trap somebody in a marriage just to validate yourself, yeah, I'm saying trap. You're not, because at this point, you're not getting married to someone because you love them. I mean, I'm not saying you don't love them, but that's not why you're getting married. Or that's not why you want to get married. You want to get married so that you feel validated, so that you feel complete, so that you feel whole, so that you feel like a good person in some cases, so that you can win the approval of other people that may be pressuring you into getting married, maybe beating the drum of this narrative of a lack of sense of self-worth because you don't have a spouse, because you're not married, because you're not settled down, because you're not having kids, something like that. Okay, your self-worth, it does not or should not be tied to external situations like this. You have one more card that's falling out here. Yeah, Strength came out again. This has everything to do with ego. Okay. validation, self-validation. Then there's the Hierophant. So this could actually have to do with society. This definitely could be a situation in which you have, ooh, honey, I was just about to say, you could have a mother or a father or some family members or people, colleagues, people around you that are emotionally manipulating you into believing that marriage is the end all be all, having kids is the end all be all. You're not as whole of a person that you could be without a spouse. Whether this is someone actively in your ear right now doing this, or this is someone from your past, a grandmother, a mother, something like that. But you have the Queen of Cups and the Tower that just came out here. And this Queen of Cups represents that manipulative energy. And the Tower represents the realization that this has been a strong sense of manipulation and bringing that down. Or just bringing that down altogether. Yep, there's the Six of Cups. This has something to do with your past. Or somebody's past here, okay? All right, Aquarius. Woo! They just keep coming. Judgment. Or in this deck, it's Karma. It's time to wake up. It's time to rise. Yeah, it's time to wake up. It's time to rise above the past. All right? I'm going to give this 6 shuffles for you, Aquarius. 1. 2. For my Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of February 2021. This is 3. 4. This is 5. And this is 6. Ooh, try that again. 6 for my Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of February 2021 in terms of love. Yeah, let's cut the deck. Boop. All right, Aquarius. Overall energy. We have the Moon. Ooh, the illusion is real, y'all. The deception also is real, is what I'm hearing with this Moon energy. Underneath the Moon, you have the King of Swords. Underneath the King of Swords, you have the 8 of Swords. And underneath the 8 of Swords is the 7 of Pentacles. Who else better than the King of Swords to break you free from this illusion? I feel like for somebody out here, this situation could divulge into a moment where, actually, let me say it this way. I feel like for somebody out there, this relationship could be a huge eye-opener to someone. That helps to break them free from some sort of mental conditioning and programming. This relationship might end. I'm not going to lie. This relationship might end. But I don't feel like, I really don't feel like this relationship was ultimately supposed to be that life partnership, that marriage, that, you know, let's start a family with this. Even though you might have felt like that's what it was, or at least that's what you intended on in the beginning, I don't think that's what this relationship is actually for. I feel like this relationship is to help break somebody free from the illusion. 7 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. And the 7 of Pentacles would be that energy in which you come out the other side of it and you look back on it and you're like, okay, so how did that happen? How did I find myself there? And what do I do moving forward so that I don't recreate that same situation? So that I don't find myself falling victim to that programming that my self-worth is expressly tied to having a partner or a husband or a wife or children, or like that ideal family unit type of energy. Okay. First set of surrounding energies for you, Aquarius. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. There she is right there, self-worth embodied. What she's saying to you, Aquarius or Crosswatcher, is that, you see, the Queen of Pentacles, she stands on her own. She's got her own shit to do. She's got her own life to handle. She's got her own things to worry about. And she doesn't need the validation of others to first of all, to carry out her duties. And second of all, to know that she's worthy of everything that she receives and everything that she has. And she's worthy of gaining what it is that she truly wants also. So she's not going to sit there and fight for some, like, she's the wife and mother archetype, okay? But she's not the type of person to go around trying to trap people into marriages or commitments or relationships or whatnot. She's good. She has her own commitment to herself. She has her own awareness of her worthiness. And that worthiness is not defined by external situations, external circumstances. So while, yes, she wants to have kids, she wants to get married, she wants to have that, you know, that stable foundation, that family life, that team work, that partnership. But she's not going to go for it unless it's truly in alignment, unless it's like a real connection, unless it's like a real team element. Because, oh, by the way, she's not the type of individual to allow somebody to not keep up their end of the bargain. So she will cut you off if it gets to that point, and she'll handle it on her own. But see, that's because she knows her self-worth, and she's not trying to fuck around with anybody that's just going to use and abuse her or take advantage of her. She knows she is worthy of much more than that. Queen of Pentacles is coupled with the Four of Cups. So this right here feels like a reluctance to really get into that serious, stable, solid, grounded, and independent Queen of Pentacles energy. Instead of building your self-worth, your sense of self-worth, so that you can stand on par or stand on the same on the same ground, on your own 2 feet, just like the Queen of Pentacles does when she's fully balanced and well aspected. Instead of doing that, someone would rather gain some sort of sense of validation from a marriage, from a relationship, from some sort of codependent situation. Second set of surrounding energies for you, Aquarius, we have, but time to move away from that, the Six of Swords. Either this is an individual that is in a relationship with someone that is not standing up as a true Queen of Pentacles, not really standing in the true power of being that wife and mother archetype. Being that wife and mother archetype outside of having that on paper or having that ring or having that marriage. If that's what you want, then you've got to embody it before you even fully have it. You've got to be living that life before you can expect to allow it or have it manifest fully, truly, and on like truly manifest in your life, instead of just trying to make it happen. Either you need to move away from that type of energy and stand in the Queen of Pentacles, or, and this kind of feels like a masculine, this is for like a masculine individual, you've got to move away from this person or this type of energy. Because that is not somebody, that is codependency. That is not somebody that you want to be hitching your wagon to for the rest of your life. Right? Six of Swords is coupled with, the Seven of Swords. You got to move away from this because this is deceptive. Okay? You got to. Your challenge, Aquarius, there's that ego. Your ego is standing in the way. Some of you were asking me, well, what do you mean by ego? That right there. What do you mean by ego? That part of you that just got offended, that's your ego. And it's your ego that's sitting here saying to you, well, you know, your real true sense of worth doesn't really come into play until like you have something to show for it. And you have something to show for it if you would just go ahead and get married already. It's like, what? Whoa, what? There is so much more to my life and to my being than being married to someone, than being someone's wife or someone's husband. Like, what? I have so much more going for me than just that alone. This almost feels like somebody breaking out of this illusion and saying, I don't even want to get married. At least not right now. I've got too many things that I want to do. I'm specifically I have business ventures that I want to go on that I potentially wouldn't even be able to really do should I have a wife and potentially kids, or a husband and potentially kids. Like, there's so much more to me than just that. Once you break this illusion of the ego, woo, this could completely change your life. Okay? Strength in your challenge, Aquarius, is coupled with the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this could be an ancestral cycle that you are meant, well, that you have the potential of breaking. I'm not going to say expressly, oh, you're meant to do that. I mean, whatever, you could be, but but basically you have the chance to break that cycle. You have the chance to step off this karmic hamster wheel, even if it's not ancestral or a familial lineage type thing. This is you stepping off the karmic hamster wheel of your ego running the show in this way. And that's why I'm saying, I feel like if this is happening within a relationship for you, Aquarius, I feel like that's what this relationship is helping to catalyze for you. The breaking free from this illusion. Because it definitely is an illusion that your ego is that your ego is advocating for, okay? Closing message or potential outcome for you, Aquarius, we have the 9 of Swords. Fear. Self-fulfilling prophecies, but also these fears are unfounded. These fears are illusionary. This fear of not being adequate or not being able to be fully whole or truly yourself without some sort of codependent relationship is an illusion. It's not real. It's all in your head. Okay, you really, and actually, Aquarius, this is you, the King of Swords. I just remembered that. But this is the energy that you really need to be employing in this situation, the King of Swords. And who is the King of Swords? The King of Swords is the judge. The King of Swords is an objective point of view. The King of Swords is an individual or an energetic vibration that seeks to understand by searching out and acknowledging and sifting through all of the evidence. But just the facts. Just the facts, man. No emotion, no conjecture, no hearsay, facts. And from there, the King of Swords or the judge makes the objective decision. And that objective decision has everything to do with debunking all of these fears, all of this illusion. 9 of Swords is coupled with the King of Cups. So having the emotional stability to recognize all of these fears that are whipping up this massive storm in the ocean of your emotions, and being able to sit there on your throne and ride the waves and recognize that whatever is creating this emotional storm for you is really just an illusion. It's not real. Now, all you got to do is get the emotional maturity to be able to weather that storm. Easier said than done. Okay. No one's going to deny that. No one's going to fight you there. But where I will fight you is on the fact of whether or not you can or cannot do it. Because, bitch, you can do it. Oh, I'll fight you. All right. Let's close out this reading for you here. In terms of love, I want to get you some oracle guidance from the Lover's Oracle. I'm struggling, y'all. I am struggling to work with this deck, man, but I'm getting there. I'm figuring it out. These heart-shaped cards, I mean, the cards are weirdly shaped to begin with, but then they're also very strong stock. They're very thick, and I love it, but it makes it hard to shuffle. But anyway, one last shuffle for you, Aquarius. All right. What's the closing message? What closing message do we have for Aquarius in terms of love for the month of February? There they are. All right, Aquarius. You have 3 cards? Yes. First card out here says, surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. You have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. And finally, you have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Ooh. And I feel like it's this passion here. Passion and playfulness is really going to help you break free from this illusion for sure. For sure. All right? So channel those energies to help you out. But there you have it, Aquarius. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I love you guys so much, and I'm sending you so much love. And I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading for the month of March. Yes? Take care. Mwah! Bye.